Well, what happened at the end of the first half?
Had a play called. It was a run action pass play, and ended up alerting it to a run. Didn't get it off.
Coach, you were able to neutralize some things out of this Buffalo Bills team. I mean, you guys dealt with a lot of injuries. How proud of you of the way the guys fought and battled out there today?
Yeah, I mean, you don't get trophies for trying. So, I appreciate their efforts. We moved some O-line guys around. We practiced some of it like that just in case it would happen. We had to put Pugh out at tackle. He's a day tackle since 2019. We had to move Glowinski back over, McKeithen. But, that's the National Football League. So, it came down to 1 yard and just missed it. Didn't get it.
In the first half, did you communicate to Tyrod that you couldn't run the ball in that moment?
Yeah, there was communication. Yep.
Why did it happen?
He just saw a look based on the play that we had, and he ended up alerting it.
Ended up what?
Ended up alerting it to a run.
Do you wish you would have saved some of your timeouts or one of your timeouts for that moment, or why were you using them running the ball leading up to that?
Yeah, no, that's what we decided to do. You always like to hold timeouts, but didn't work out.
Did you have a good look at the last play? I mean, there was some thought that he was held on that last play.
What was it called?
Did you think about running the ball in the last play?
Yeah, there was some discussion, but we had been stopped on 2 3rd and 1s. We had been stopped on the goal line at the end of the half. So I thought it was a good call by Mike.
I know you at the one time you did the push and it didn't work. But you've had success with that in the past. Why not use that in that moment? What was your thinking?
Yeah, I thought we had the right play called. Kafka, I thought, had a good play and just didn't hit on it.
Got basically like a jump ball, tall guy.
Well, it was a run action pass, so it was a similar run, different personnel groups, double team run where we're hoping they would all suck up on Saquon and give a one-on-one to Darren Waller.
You know well as anybody how good Josh Allen is holding to 14 points.
Yeah.
What do you leave here thinking about?
Yeah, we didn't get the job done, so I thought we had a good plan defensively. It was a lot of preparation, a lot of good communication throughout the week of how we wanted to play him, and I thought we played him well. And he made a heck of a play there, on a scramble. It came down to a yard. There's obviously a few more plays obviously in there, but I thought Tyrod, I thought the guys battled. Tough environment, great atmosphere. Just came up a yard short.
Dave, if Saquon wanted a chance to get that one in, would you understand that?
Yeah, sure. But again, we got stopped on 2 3rd and 1s, and we got stopped at the end of the half. So I think the play call that Mike had was the right play call.
Do you feel the positives of this game, or do you not buy into that in this moment?
Yeah, it's hard to. It was a competitive game, Pat. I thought we competed hard. Obviously, you always like a few plays back. But it's a tough one. They're all tough. You put a lot into it. But this is a hell of a football team that we played in a great environment, a tough place to play. And, 60 minutes, there's 0 time on the clock. It's a tough one.
How much did the familiarity, that you have with these guys, now it's the locker room as far as the personnel play, a little bit into that advantage?
Yeah, I mean they know our calls, but there was definitely communication throughout the week relative to the offense. And I thought Wink put together a really good plan. The defensive staff, we talked a lot. I thought the look team gave him good looks, and they made he's a tough guy to defend, and he made a couple plays there at the end, and we were close on. And again, it came down to they got a good defense. They're a good football team. That's why they've won their division for so many years, and we competed. I thought we competed hard, right down obviously till the end, and we had a jump ball there to try to win it.
What did you see from
this team tonight after you haven't seen them?
Yeah, I think we're, again, it's hard to say, Charlotte, because we didn't get the job done in terms of finishing and getting a win. But they've had the right mindset. You know, we've done a good job of taking care of the ball. We've done a good job of getting the ball. We're making, small strides, but, we don't really want to hear about small strides. We want to get the results. And that's what we're going to work for. So, competitive game against, a really tough opponent. Good on third down. They were good on third down. That was pretty even, but they were 2 of 2, I think, 2 of 2 in the red zone, and we got it down there 4 times, and we didn't put it in. So that's really the difference in the game was the ability to punch it in the red zone.
What'd you make of Tyrod's play? He seems to thrive in a little bit of that chaos.
Yeah, I thought he had a really good week of preparation. He's a pro. I'm glad we have him. I thought he did a heck of a job tonight. Thought he did a heck of a job.
You mentioned not getting in from the red zone. You're now 3+ games without scoring an offensive touchdown. How do you make sense of that?
Yeah. I'm just focused on tonight here, Jordan, and disappointed we didn't finish it.
Coach, I know you wanted to come back home and still want, get back home, but the way you guys played, how do you build from this?
Yeah, thanks, Mook. Appreciate that. You got a division game coming up, so again, this is a tough one. They're all tough when you don't get the results you want, but the guys have had the right mindset and come back ready to work. Put this one behind us, but it's a tough one. Yeah, but I appreciate it, Mook.
Okay, 2 more. Shut them out in the first half. That offense, holding the 0 points. What was your game plan, and how did you guys kind of slow them down there?
Well, again, I'd say we had, there was a lot of conversations, a lot of practice during the week. I always think their familiarity does help a little bit when you're, whether it's the scheme or the players, but ultimately the players have to go out there and execute, and I thought our players executed. So when you execute, usually good things happen, and when you don't, you don't.
Brian,
So,
I guess Saquon was not on any kind of real severe pitch count, was he?
Yeah, he was good to go. I mean, we didn't have much going in the running game there for a while. It was tough sledding. It wasn't very many yards. I was on a lot of carries, but stayed with it, which I think is important relative to our team. And, he broke out a couple long ones there that helped us.
Will you leave your film tonight?
Disappointed. I mean, obviously, the goal is always to win. We came up short of that today. Disappointed.
Tyrod, could you explain what happened at the end of the first half?
Yeah, it was a decision. Looking back on it, definitely shouldn't have made. Alerted to a run. Thought I seen a look that was beneficial for us, and it wasn't the right call. And that falls on me as a quarterback, as a leader, as the one that's communicating everything to everyone. Got to be better in that situation.
Did you think you would have time to spike it when it did already work?
Yeah, I did. But yeah, ultimately, should have just left the play on. Shouldn't have alerted it.
Do you think with the young guys at offensive line, with a new group or some new guys in there, that everybody didn't realize that you had to spike it after the run, after that run play?
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Continuity.
I don't think if a age or the amount of years of the guys that were up there playing their butts off today mattered in that situation. I think to give ourselves a better chance in that situation, the original play should have been left on, and I don't think we're here talking about it right now.
What the original play being what?
It was a pass.
Pass play to anybody in particular?
No, it's always, multiple guys out in routes. It wasn't to anyone in particular in that situation.
How about on the very last play of the game? Talk about that.
Yeah, I think it was a good call. Give one of our better playmakers a chance to make a play, and we didn't execute it as well as we should have. They made a great play. That's off to them.
There was some thought on the broadcast that you should have got another play after that should have been interference in you.
Yeah, I never get into what calls should be made or what shouldn't be made. It's our job to go out there and play. There are going to be calls that aren't called throughout the game, but Yeah, it's tough to go out on that one, especially when we did as much to get down there in that situation. We'd like to come out with the win in that.
Is it just, you know, was his ability to maybe disengage? I mean, you want to throw a jump ball, but you want to throw it up.
For sure. If you're saying he was not able to disengage, then I think you're answering your own question.
I mean, did you think when you let the ball go that it has a chance there? You know?
I think in that situation, we always talk about on the back end of the line to give guys a higher ball, give them a chance to jump. Could have been a better ball. Yeah, like I said, we tried to give one of our best playmakers the opportunity to make a play in that situation, and we didn't execute, and it starts with me.
What was it like back there? You guys had so many different offensive line combinations. Obviously, this is the first one.
The pocket was calm. I mean, obviously those guys have done a great job. When I say those guys, speaking of Buffalo, they've done a great job of creating pressure all year, ranking high in sacks and just creating turnovers. But I think the offensive line done a great job of battling today. Regardless who was out there. I know we had an injury with Azidu. Hopefully he's okay and it's not serious. But those guys done a great job of battling, play in and play out all week all day against a very good front. Hats off to them. They were a main reason why we were able to put ourselves in a position at the end to possibly win.
Tyrod, does this loss hurt any more knowing that it was against the team that moved on from you?
Any loss hurts. As a competitor, when you lace up your cleats, you want to go out there and win, and you want to show what you can do. Whether or not it hurts more because it's Buffalo, I wouldn't say that. I think for me, it hurts because I'm the one to touch the ball every play, and you have so much that you could do to affect the game, and ultimately we didn't come away with the win. So I'm actually going to be more critical of myself in these times, as I always am, and find out what I could do to be better and what we could do to be better as an offense.
You hadn't started a game in a long time. Did you prove anything to yourself tonight?
I know what I'm capable of doing. Never doubted that. I've always had confidence in myself and what I can do. But it's not an individual game. It's a team game. And proud of the way the guys came out and played on both sides of the ball and the special teams as well. We gave ourselves a chance to win at the end of the day, and we didn't come away with it. But yeah, I didn't surprise myself at all. May surprise some other people. I didn't surprise myself.
Did the Bills have, scheme-wise, anything that fooled you, or you seem really comfortable with, had a good knowledge of what they were going to come at you with?
Yeah, it was pretty much true to what they showed on film. Obviously practicing against Coach McDermott's defense in 2017 for a year, and just watching them over the years and just film prep and studying throughout the week. Their game plan was pretty true to what we saw. We was able to take advantage of some things, and some things we didn't do as well. But I think we also made some good corrections at halftime. You see, when we came out in the third quarter, we ran the ball better. Like I said, ultimately, we gave ourselves a chance, and just didn't come down with the win.
Last one.
Do you have any sense of what this next week is going to be for you, and it's just more wait and see with Dane?
I have no idea. Like I told you guys earlier in the week, my mindset never changes. I come into the building each and every day, challenging myself to be better, preparing as a starter. And whatever happens, happens. Obviously, DJ is a captain of our team, leader on our offense and our team as well too. Wish him recovery and everything that he's going through. But if it's me, then obviously I'm stepping up to the plate, putting my best foot forward and leading the guys. And if it's not me, then I'm still in that same position, supporting him and doing whatever I can do to help better this team.
Saquon, at the end of the first, I mean, you always want the ball, but at the end of the first half, was that the play?
We had something on where we could learn, we could run it. And we changed it to a run, and they made a play. I got to do a better job getting an end zone there. Where we got to find a way to come up with points there. But I'll put that on me. The ball was in my hands on that play, and I got to find a way to score there.
Did you know, in terms of clock, that when you didn't get in, that you guys were in trouble?
Yeah, they did a good job of holding me down, like staying on top. They know the situation. They knew the situation. So, yeah, that's what it was.
Did you 24 carries? Did you think that would over under on that is going to be under?
I didn't know. I wish that I got off to a better start. I did feel the rust a little bit. Not playing 3 weeks. I feel like I was too out of my cuts. Slipping a little bit, but I feel like I kind of found myself towards the end of the game. But just got to keep improving, keep getting this thing healthy, and keep getting stronger so I can be out there for my team and try to help us win games.
Were you hoping to get the ball in that last play? I mean, it's just kind of strange that 1 yard again at the end of the game, just like it was the first half.
Yeah. I mean, as a competitor and anyone who knows me, I would love the ball in that situation. It's on me. If I don't get it, I don't get it. If I get it, I get it. I feel like that's how you should be. That's the mindset that you should have. But at the end of the day, we have coaches for a reason. They had a play call that we thought was going to work, and it's NFL. The Bills made a play.
Did you have a good view of that play in the back?
Which one?
The last play.
No, I was blocking.
Saquon, there were a couple of big runs that you
Pretty
had.
good.
Almost, I think maybe you might have broken. That you could have gone for big. Was that frustrating, thinking that maybe you could have taken it the distance on 1 or 2 of those?
No, only one that I felt like I could have scored on. Really, I know, my rookie year, I had a lot of those, and that's what everyone expects. But it's rare to score long in end zone, long runs like that. Everything got timed up perfectly. We had opportunities, we made big plays. The one that I wish I can get back is the outside zone that I had on the corner. I can't make any excuses. I just got to get in better shape. I know I've been out a little bit, got to be in better shape so I can make a play there on the corner.
When was that play?
It was outside zone to the right.
Okay.
And it was like a 7-yard game. I got on the corner.
Okay.
And
It could have been a bigger play.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, the person who I think I am, I was supposed to make that person miss, but I didn't.
Did you feel like you were getting stronger there in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I think the rust was wearing off. I haven't played in 3 weeks. I haven't really been practicing either, but that's no excuse. I was able to go out there. I try to go out there and perform at a high level, make plays for my teams and help us win, and I ain't do enough today.
They said on the broadcast that sort of wanted to see how much pain there was, and how you're cutting. If you were able to cut. What did you think? Did you feel how much pain did you feel if you did it all, and what did you think of your ability to cut?
I feel like I was able to cut. I feel like I was able to make the cuts that I normally made. I feel like I was rusty in the beginning. I feel like I was knocking the rust off of not playing a little bit. But that's no excuse. I got to be able to, whatever I got to do, whether it's in my routine, warm up, I got to get started faster. I got to start faster and be better for my team early in the game.
Is this a gut punch loss, or do you see this as a building block given how you guys competed in it?
I mean, it depends. You can go 2 ways. That's what anything in life, though. When something happened, you can pick two choices. You could let it be you could let it be like that, or you can go to work and you can see that we're 1-5. We're not where we want to be. Everyone's going to continue to say what they want to say about us, but it's on us. No one's going to save us.
What was your view of the very last play in the back of the end zone?
I really couldn't see. I was blocking.
What do you think about? You have a scored touchdown in 3+ games offensively.
Yeah.
Why do you think this team is having so much trouble getting into the end zone? What do you look at and say, this is what we need to do better in order to...
I mean, I can sit here and make all the excuses and, break down plays and, this is what we're doing, this is what we're not doing. But at the end of the day, you got to take accountability. And that's us as players, especially on the offside of the ball. And, I'll take accountability first. Our playmakers got to make more plays. We got a lot of guys on this team that's really talented, and there should be no reason why we can't find a way to get in the box. That goes along with the players, that go along with the coaches. We got to do a better job. Our defense is playing their butts off, put in position to win games, and we're not capitalizing from them. And it's just as simple as that.
Darren, can you take us through the last 2 plays, one which was called interference and then one that was not, to end the ball game?
Yeah, just trying to get open over the middle field, get open between the hashes. Got a PI. The second one, just it was like a play off of the one that got stopped before the half, and trying to get one over the top, and just didn't make it happen.
How much contact was there on the final play?
There was contact, but I'm not somebody that's going to get into what a call should have been or how to tell officials how to do their job, because there's a way for me to make that play there, and it wasn't made. So that's something that's what I focus on.
Okay, offensively, 3 times you guys got inside the 15 and only got 2 total field goals out of it. The frustration there has to be hard because obviously that would have made the difference in the game.
Yeah, man, we're fiending for a red zone touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys are preparing hard. Guys are hungry for it. We're practicing, putting the emphasis on it. But it's just something that's not happening for us right now. But we just gotta keep working.
How much did Barkley's return kind of spark this team?
Oh, big time, man. That dude is lion-hearted, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell, like, just the way he speaks, the way he carries himself, his energy brings a lot of guys play up to a new level just by being around him, and he definitely makes a huge difference.
So that play is drawn up for you, right? It's not like a progression or anything that's coming to you. You know that?
It's you know, drawn up for a different situation, but it's a play just to get a ball up back line, and it's just a play that's got to be made.
Have you had a chance to take a look at the replay of it, either on the big board or on your phone or anything?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Did it feel like there was contact there? You know, I know you said you're not going to lobby for a penalty, but just walk you through like how abnormally felt the contact maybe was. I don't know. Like, was it?
No, I mean, it's physical play. I mean, guys are playing physical all night. Like I said, I haven't seen the play, nor am I going to resort right to something's a flag before I even see. I try to see it from an objective lens.
Yeah. Playing these guys tough, do you feel good about that, or do you not buy into that kind of feeling when you lose another game?
I think there's positive you can take from every game, especially a team like this. They're a talented team on defense. They're missing a lot of veteran, like, mainstay players on their defense, but the guys that stepped in play at a high level too, and that goes to just how they're coached, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That's what I can speak for. So there's good things you can take from every game, but yeah, we want to win these.
Were you excited when that play call came in, the last play?
Yeah, no, I mean, all you can ask for at the end of the day is a chance to make a play like that for your team, you know what I'm saying? So it's disappointing that it didn't happen the way that I would have wanted to, the team would have wanted it to, but yeah, all you can really ask for is opportunity.
I mean, you mentioned you could have just a little. I mean, did you hope you can disengage with the defender a little more, or?
Yeah, I mean, just thinking back on it, like I said, I haven't seen the replay, but thinking back, sometimes I may have wasted a little bit more effort trying to push him away as opposed to just going up and get the football. That's something that's in my mind. I haven't seen it play yet, but I'll go back and look at it for what it is and build from there.
How do you process the fact that the offense hasn't scored a touchdown in 3 games? It's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's just something that you definitely don't want to have on your resume at the end of the day, but that's our current situation, and we've got to continue to find a solution and find a solution quick because for the goals and the vision that we have is far from acceptable.
I feel good. I feel good, like, standing here in the locker room after the game. We'll see how this week progresses, see how everything feels, see how I wake up tomorrow. But I feel good. I'm in one piece. Played the whole game.
I guess as a veteran, you know to always expect the unexpected, and not just to start at guard, but then to have to move out the left tackle was pretty wild.
Yeah, I guess my question is, I've never in my whole career been a part of something like that. But it's just a testament to the guys we have in the room, the fight we have in the room. Guys are willing to do whatever it takes to try to go get a win. And obviously I made mistakes. I just having issues with the cadence. Like, it wasn't even like physically issues. It was more like getting the cadence dialed in. So obviously I wish I could get those plays back. And but we fought. We had a chance. We were on the 1 yard line. Beat the Buffalo Bills, Sunday Night Football in Buffalo. I'll take that all day long.
When's the last time you played left tackle in a game?
You guys will have to look that up. I have no idea. Like, I would say potentially like eight years. It was maybe my 2nd or 3rd year in the league.
How much did you practice at left tackle?
None.
0?
No. Yeah, I mean, it was, it is what it is. It's football.
Knowing the conditioning that is needed to play a full NFL game, how surprised are you were able to get through the whole thing?
I mean, conditioning's always kind of been a calling card of mine, so I wasn't worried about the conditioning. It was just like pad level, getting back down into it, like knocking the rust off. Like, there's some things I want to obviously do better. Like, there's a lesson in this somewhere where it's like, you get dealt a shitty hand, you got to play it the best you can, and then go out there and fight for your guys. Like, that's the one thing that I always do is you look to the guy next to you, to the right of you, and look at Tyrod back there. You're like, I got a job to do. I want to go out there and fight for those guys.
You've talked about family and chemistry and how important that is to you and to a winning team.
Yeah.
You saw Saquon spark this team. You saw Tyrod Taylor come in as a substitute and be efficient and try to give you guys a chance. What does that tell you about these guys now that you've seen it in person?
Yeah, everyone on this team is willing to do whatever it takes to win. I've been here for 2 weeks now, but seeing the character of the men in this building, we're going to win games. We're going to keep fighting. It may not always be the prettiest. There may be a 11-year vet, 364 days off an ACL, going out there and playing left tackle, but I'll go out there and fight. And I think everyone in this room will say the same thing. So when we get back to work, obviously we didn't win. The goal was to win the football game, and we did not win. So it's back to work on Tuesday and go get a win any way possible next week.
Now that you've done what you've done tonight, do you have any idea where they're going to put you next week?
No, that's a question for Coach.
When's the last time you took a rep at left tackle?
It's been a long time. Like I think the last time I played was against the Redskins. Maybe it was in like 15 or 16. I think was the last time I played. I played right tackle, obviously, in my last game with the Giants before I got hurt. So, I mean, I've played tackle in my career. Like, obviously, I can do it. It was just the mechanics and things like that I would struggle with early, and we got it squared away on the sidelines, and we just fought. Like, I love that this group went out there and battled, and there's something to be said about guys that do that. And it doesn't look like we got a chance to go out there and battle. Like, I want that to be my calling card. Like, that's what I want people to remember me as a player, as a teammate. And these guys are the type of guys I want to go out there and battle.
And, just try to be better next time, be tighter.
How about the job overall you think the defense did? I mean, shutting them out in the first half, holding 2 touchdowns. It's a high-powered offense.
Yeah, I feel like we did what we wanted to do. We were out there executing, flying around, having fun. So, when you look at the game overall, we can be proud of what we did, and but still there's more room to improve. So coming next week, we got to have the mindset that we're just going to keep getting better, keep dominating.
What was the key in frustrating Josh Allen in the first half? Because you guys seemed to have him a little bit off kilter.
Yeah, just giving different looks. It really was. We didn't do anything crazy. We played some man, played some zone, but it was just flying around, executing, getting the right spot that you needed to be, and doing your job. So I feel like we just were flying around doing that, and it worked.
It looks like this is more of the Giants' defense that we expected to see. You guys are starting to pull it out now. Do you agree with that, and what has made that happen?
Yeah, definitely. We're only going to get better. It's really just about bonding together, getting together, watching film together, and talking through things and being on the same page and, just bonding and playing as one.
Final thought, Stephon Diggs, I mean, he's just a real nasty guy to cover, obviously. They just kept feeding him. His chemistry with Josh Allen just makes it almost impossible to cover him, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a great player. Josh Allen's a great player. So anytime you have a duel like that, it's hard to defend for 4 quarters. And, that's what the NFL is. Every week you're going to play guys like that, and it's what you love to do, love the competition. So, they ended up winning this one, but, it was a good game. And like I said, we're going to come back next weekend even harder.
Dane, thanks for